This is from Alyssa. And you rock, by the way, too, Alyssa. Thank you. Did you actually pay to fly yourself to New Hampshire to be in Stab 5? Why, and was it worth it? Well, Alyssa, excuse me. Yes, I did pay to fly myself there, but you know, it really, sometimes I work for free, so it wasn't really that big of a deal, because I just wanted to be, I was so excited about it, and I wanted to be part of, you know, Stab, and, you know, because everybody that has seen all the Scream films knows what Stab is, and just, I've really wanted to be associated with that, and just with the name and the image, that's something Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson had created. So yes, I did pay for myself to go, but it was okay because I was fed when said, you know, I had a place to stay and everything, and it was cool. And yes, it was worth it. I had a great time. Everybody made me feel very at home and very welcome because I didn't know anybody up there. And yeah, it was good times. Okay, this is from Jake Howe. Was your and I apologize if I don't pronounce people's last names right. All right. Was your death scene in a real parking garage, and what was it like filming it? Yes, my death scene was in a real parking garage. We actually originally had another location that we were going to use instead, which I thought was a much better parking garage because the lighting in there was sick. It was bigger, there was more levels to it, and it had a really good dark feel and tone to it. But we got we all kind of went there and we got busted. So we didn't get to film there, but the one we did film in it was good. And I will tell you what it was like. I have never been so cold in my damn life. It was, I'm further down the East Coast, so I'm used to a lot warmer winters. I mean, you know, here in Maryland, it's either a hit or a miss. You know, sometimes we'll get snow, sometimes we won't, or if we do, you know, one year it'll be just a light dusting and then that's it, you know, come one spring. But then, you know, last year we had just insane snow, so it's a hit or a miss in Maryland. But up there, they don't play around with snow. And it was freezing, it was really late at night, and during the scene, it was so cold that the fake blood actually started to freeze and kind of start crystallizing to my hand. I could only bend my fingers a tiny bit, so, you know, I'm not one to complain because I'm all about getting the shot, getting in there, doing it, doing a good job. But I kind of had to stop Josh, you know, and Rachel kind of in the middle of it. I'm like, you know, I don't mean to, you know, be a diva or one of those actors, but this is kind of bad here. And then, you know, Josh's like, oh, come on, let's hurry up and do it then. Why don't you say something sooner? So we hurried up and did the shot, and, you know, it turned out good. I was very happy with the scene. So, and this one is from Seth Heiss. What was it like working with Josh? Well, he's an asshole. No, I'm kidding. I mean, he's definitely crazy, but Josh is a lot of fun to work with. He's got a very good vibe and vision of what he wants, and, you know, he's good about details and everything, which I really like. It just makes it a lot easier to film with and work with somebody who's like that. But no, it was cool. You know, we just hung out, and, you know, he drove me all over the place because I didn't have a car up there, so, and we just hung out and we talked about Scream, of course, and just all kinds of stuff. And he told me some very neat ideas he has for the next 2 stabs, but I know he'll murder me if I do say anything, so I can't do that. Okay, this one is from Anonymous. All right, I like that, the mystery. What else have you acted in? Well, I've been acting since I was probably about 5 or 6. When I was a kid, I just did a lot of stage performances, you know, in school and in church and everything, and then I kind of took a break for a while, and then once I got into high school, I started up with drama club, and I did a lot of musicals, a lot of dramas, a lot of the one-acts festivals. Senior year, I was vice president. But film, I've always wanted to do film. I just knew from the start that's what I wanted to do. So once I got out of high school, I took some classes in college and everything, and then I kind of said to myself, well, if I'm going to go start doing the film thing, I want to go get it started now. And I mainly do a lot of independent stuff, but I've had my share of big things too. I did the first 2 Step Up movies. and I was featured in the recent Die Hard movie, and yeah, Bruce Willis is a very cool guy. And then I just did something for HBO Films called Game Change, and I think they just recently wrapped filming that. But yeah, I mean, Woody Harrelson's in it, Julianne Moore, Sarah Palin, and Ed Harris is John McCain. So it's gonna be a good movie. I can't wait to see it. So and mainly I do a lot of horror movies. So, which I have no problem with, because, you know, horror is my favorite thing. The original Halloween, not the remake, the original Halloween is my favorite movie just in general. So, and it actually inspired me to start really getting serious about acting in film. So, yeah. So that's I hope that answered your question. Good. I was trying to answer it thoroughly. Let's see. And number 5. From Mountain Dew Boy 13 on YouTube. What was your favorite and least favorite part of filming? Well, my least favorite part, I already said this earlier, was the cold, because I'm more of a southern person, so winter and my body are not a good combination. So that was really the only bad thing I hated about it. But I mean, some of my favorite parts of filming was, I mean, it was always fun when Ghostface was on set. I mean, you can't go wrong there. I mean, it's Ghostface. But really just hanging out with everybody, and you know, everybody made me feel really welcome and very at home and relaxed and everything. I loved working with everybody. I thought everybody that I did get to meet anyway and work with, I thought everybody did a great job. I had fun, you know, being working with Steve Matlock. I mean, he never acted before, so I was definitely, so Steve, if you're watching this, good job, bro. But yeah, I was very impressed with his acting, and you know, I felt like I was the Yoda and he was the Obi-Wan, I guess, if I said that right. And yeah, I mean, we just all hung out, you know, we just shot the shit, and you know, we just laughed a lot, and we talked about crazy stuff, like, you know, we talked about like relationships and, you know, dating and movies, and we talked about poop a lot. There was a lot of talk about poop. I don't know why. It's just really crazy. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good time. So I hope I answered everybody's questions good, and I hope you had a good time, because I had a good time answering them. I hope everybody got to see Scream 4. And I hope everybody stays with Stab for the next 2 movies. So, thank you, goodbye, and I'll see you in the movies.